Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. I thought there was another repeat there, so I wasn't quite ready for that. Good evening, everyone. Welcome with your virtual band parade. I'm not even live, so I'm not even on the Highland.
Look at this amateur. I haven't even got the volume turned down. I haven't even got the volume turned down. But good evening, folks.
I hadn't even it on, so I'm just getting the start of the comments. Stephen Feely's in, Jean Kerr's in, Glenn Miller's in, Norris is in, Philip is in, Muriel's in, Don Lighton's in, Edward, Andy Gallagher, Eamon Denise and Coke, William Torrance, Keith Weir, Joy Cullen, Alan Finlay, Davy Logan, Rebecca Huckle in East Sussex, Tommy Lloyd in Liverpool, if I remember correctly, Tommy, Edward Fellows, William Callahan, Mo McLean, Shirley Burrows, Leslie G. Kirk. Shirley says, good to hear music like that. Shirley, I am sorry to have to tell you, but there's a lack of accordions.
Yay!
There's a lack.
I even felt that sorry for Valerie tonight. That when we were talking about the opening tune, and I says, I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but send me something from Brunswick.
That was Dunloy, right?
That was Dunloy. That's why it wasn't just as good. Joke. But no, it's something accordion.
I am getting thoroughly depressed, I have to say, by
I'm not.
How many weeks more have we to go where the bulk of it is Blood and Thunder? Because I don't know how much more I can stick. Oh, Blood and Thunder, I don't mind. Everybody knows Blood and Thunder I'm okay with, but just nothing but it. I need a break for the sound.
Rebecca and Jordan is also watching. I just got a message through.
Evening, Stephen Feely says, is that the Duddy Nippers finished after the intro? It's very close, very close. Bar for the fact we have to go back and find a parade that we missed. Yes, that would be it. That would be it.
That's Lisa's fault. Lisa mustn't like accordions either because she missed them when she put the list up. That's Lisa's fault.
Hello to Noel Lindsay from Ballygoney. That comes from Matthew. James Ramsey is watching. Stephen Finley's in. Jackie Robinson is in Bangor. Paul Barr. Derek Thompson. Jim Cullen. Alex Brown. Harry MacArthur in Glasgow. As always, Tony and Barbara Miller are in. Lorraine is in. Ian Campbell. Karina and Ray McHugh. Pamela and Alan Loudon. Thank you all for joining us. I'm not in great form this week. I'm just... that kind of way. I don't know why. I don't know why.
She's a grouch this week. She's a grouch.
I am grouch. I'm definitely. I mean, I'm normally a Grinch when it comes to Christmas. I mean, it's that bad. I'm resorting to the gin to get me through this evening.
Like, somebody stole her bottle of gin. That's why she's downhearted and everything else. So she's resorted to the tins.
Do you know what it was? It was spending time trolling through Blood and Thunder clips that depressed me. That's exactly what it was. Let's go to the first one. So, as we've done for the past 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, this is the third week, we are going back over all the parades that happened while we were away watching parades and enjoying ourselves. So, we managed last week to get up to August, mid-August, end of August. Did we manage the end of August? No, mid-August. Yes, night before Dairy Day. So this is us picking up where we started off, or we finished off last week. Next parade up is the 13th of August. It is Enniskill and Fusiliers, and this is a clip of them from their own parade. I'm best not making any comments on any videos this evening because just with the really bad form, I'd be really nitpicky. So I'm just not going to comment about anything at all. It's probably the safest. Let's see. Let's go back and look at a few comments. Evening, everyone. Have a great night. Be safe, one and all. Message from Manchester. That's Michael Thompson. Lovely to have you aboard. From Manchester. John Darlings in Lisburn. Matthew Wiley in Belfast. Heather Sweeney is in with us. Ronnie Heinmond is in with us, Portrush Sons of Ulster. We had them last week, was it? Yeah, last week we covered them, Ronnie. Let's see. Good evening, everyone, from Lorraine Fett. Lisa is in with us, thankfully. She can find clips of him stuck. Avra Ballantyne's in. Jackie Robinson Brown. Glenn says, how would you be down with the wee eyelashes on your pup? Oh, my wee pup's the only thing that's keeping me going at the minute. Honest to goodness, the wee dogs and the way they're getting on. Craig is brilliant. He's a brilliant big brother. Ching Ching says Gillian Douglas Ray. Valerie, a wee glass of red or 3 here. Quite right. That's what Fridays are for. Nobody stole it, says Andrew. She has just drunk it. I drunk it and then don't remember that I drank it. That's what happens when you drink the full bottle. You don't remember that you drank the full bottle.
That could be very well and true.
JD is watching from the Octopus's Garden. Are you in the hot tub? Is it warm enough for a hot tub? I don't know. Maybe the hot tub's inside. Maybe I just keep the dog out of the hot tub.
That's it. I'm going to have to get a hot tub and then get a wee shelter over it. Move the computer out to the hot tub and then do the show from the hot tub.
Michelle will be coming and dropping in a toaster.
I can well believe it.
David Sheridan is in. Jerry wants the sash my father wore. Be ready for the shock here. I did actually select a band playing it.
You said that last week. You said you picked more than one, but you didn't.
Did I not?
No.
I must have better thought myself.
You're doing your little thing again. You tend to have a tune in mind. Then you say, "Oh, play that tune," but then you end up changing your mind.
I changed my mind. I know, and I did the whole. I did the whole big build-up last week for Galanthea, and then I changed my mind and didn't play Galanthea after all. Like, exactly. How can I taunt people if I don't actually even play the tune? Oh, dear. Right. This next one, on the 13th of August, there was a parade in Belfast. It was the Bernardo Psalm Memorial Parade, which is in memory of those who lost their life in a bombing on Shankill. And taking part in the parade, I can't remember whether the only band that takes part, but they're one of the bands anyway, is UVF Regimental. So I was only too delighted to find a little bit of melody to put into the selection this evening. This is them on the 13th of August at the Bernardo Psalm Parade. I would agree with you. Killaloo, a tune that is definitely overplayed, but when it's played as well as that, it's still a cracking tune. It definitely is. Played extremely well. Lovely piccolo in it. Give Ainsley a big thumbs up there for me, Denise. Lovely piccolo. Joyce Hugh is watching in Liverpool. Kenny Dummigan is in Larne, the home of Dummigan's Accordion. Jimmy Graham, it says, excellent marching band as always. You were asking, Jimmy, were you on this evening? I can tell you, you'll have to wait and find out. Pro boys are learning Killaloo. Excellent, excellent. Sounding fantastic. Lots of praise there for the regimental band. Alan Graydon, the video stopped, Valerie. It's been going okay for me. Nobody else seems to. It's maybe your signal, Alan. Just give it a couple of seconds. Hopefully,
there's been no glitches on YouTube or Facebook.
Yeah. So. Will Mullen just burnt his dinner. Why did you burn your dinner? Were you so engrossed in that tune? Well, is that what it was? China says he's been in Donaghadee 3 times this week. No sign of Edward. Edward's not in tonight again. He's at practice. He'll be going live from the practice. He is setting up a rival camp. That's what it is. He is getting his own version of the Black Book. Let me see. Who had band 2 for Killaloo? You've won a discarded eyelash for the most overplayed tune. Remind me not to enter any of your competitions, Glenn, if that surprises. Denise, Gordon and Amy will be happy. Best band, best tune. Yeah, well, one of the best bands. Carl Robinson's watching in Liverpool. What more can you ask for? A kebab box and plenty of good blood and thunder. Do you know what you can ask for, Raymond? More accordions. Yay!
No, that's the Bibby prize.
Right, let's go. We're finishing off the 13th now. This is the 13th of August. Glen Dermot Valley held their parade on that date, and this is them at their own parade. So that was Glen Dermot Valley at their own parade. Let's just check through the text. Kids having a laugh. It's lovely to see the kids out the front of the band. Half of them are walking along there. They haven't a clue what's going on behind, and they just love them walking along there with their mates. JJ says, why did someone put a laughing emoji in my comment last week when I posted brilliant to the Down Loud clip? I have no idea, JD. Whoever it is has no taste. Same as the person who posted a laughing emoji to that comment. They have no taste whatsoever. None, Glenn Miller. Rod Gates is checking in from Shoreham by Sea West, Sussex. Killaloes, a personal favourite, my father's regimental march. Lovely to have you aboard, Rod. I don't think I've seen you commenting again. We're here every Friday night, honestly. Feel free to join us.
Did you see the comment
Gordon,
from Vauxhall?
Yeah, I'm just going down through that, scrolling back up to get to it. Gordon Carey is watching from Cronberry in East Ayrshire. Lovely to have you aboard. Andy Cook says, my father's favourite tune played by any band. Depends how it's played, doesn't it? Margie Wardle is watching in Liverpool, and Vauxhall says, afternoon from Toronto. Always love the show. My dad's for the Moat Road Ballymena, and my ma's for a Hawkle. I can almost hear you saying it too.
I can hear you saying it too, but I feel sorry for him if he's got Ballymena and a Hawkle. I'm from Ballymena, so I can say that.
Joyce
Could be
Hewitt,
worse, it could be from Coleraine.
Said hello to you, Joyce. Keith McCormick, hi all from Portrush. Not the home of Barry's anymore. I know. Sussex by the sea. Glenn Miller says, great wee chin. I'm learning to enjoy it, I have to admit. Learning to enjoy it. Evening Roy, still holding the fort.
I have no idea what that comment. I don't.
Am I black, China? Am I here? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Sorry, did somebody hear something? Say something there.
This is it. Now, I have to admit, I really enjoyed this clip. Really, really good. I was kind of stuck for choice in terms of which clip to take from this band, because they are definitely up there in terms of my estimation of Blood and Thunder. This is Ballymaconnelly, Sons of Conquerors, who had their parade on the 20th of August. As always, a restricted parade. Crazy. I just don't understand why they abide to the restrictions. They do everything every year and they still get restricted every year. So this is them at their own parade. Crack me tune. I think you'll enjoy this. A longer clip, but that was the length of the tune. Very well played there. Simon, of course, on the lead drum. Excellent lead tip. He just needs to lose the beard. Simon. I keep telling him that every time I see him as well. Hasn't listened yet, surprisingly enough. They do have some crazy restrictions on their parade, and just when they are so well behaved and they abide by all of them, there just seems to be no...
Was this the first year that there was no protest outside the shops?
There's been very low numbers for quite a few years.
Yeah, I know the numbers have been going down, but there was actually no protest this year at the shops at all. So
no idea whatsoever. Absolutely brilliant from them. Let's just see. Brilliant band, great tune. Everybody talking about the lead tip. Simon will be getting a swollen head once he sees these. mum loved the readout, thanks, says Vauxhall. So there you go. Is she watching in a hochel? Is she there? Or is she in Ballymena? Is she in the moat? No? Tell me where she's at. Tom Burkett is watching for the Royal Games. So entertaining. I hope you enjoy our marching bands. It's just part of our culture. And funny, I was sharing a clip with some friends out of the band today of it's like a German site, an accordion German site where it's normally just, you know, alpine music and all that kind of stuff. But every so often, it's Ave's Accordion or something like that there. Every so often they will post a clip of a marching band from Northern Ireland and they happen to have Dunloy on it. And the comments are just, you know, like amazing. They just cannot get over the idea that these people are playing these things and moving at the same time. I haven't managed that yet. I haven't managed to play a march at the same time, but I'll get there someday. Now, on Saturday or Friday the 20th, at the same night as Ballymaconnelly were in Rashargan, Ballygoney True Blues were having their own parade. I'm guessing in Ballygoney, and this is a clip from them. Ballygoney True Blues there at their own parade. I'm not sure. Was there other? It's hard to tell because they're going through kind of in a state. I wonder, was that the other bands, or did they just parade in their own that night themselves? I'm not sure. Don't know. We were at the parade. What a brilliant playing band. Always support them. Great drum corps. Simon is an excellent. That's with regards to Ballymaconnelly. Jensen wants me to let you know he'll not be here the next 2 weeks. He has outings with Action Deaf Youth and his cultural scheme the next week. So hint him, play him the week after. I like your style, Jensen. I have to say, I like your style. Glenn says, looking forward to see you on Wednesday, Valerie, and not getting a word in age-wise. I didn't realize that you were in the same panel, Glenn. And just for that, I'm going to say nothing, not a word. Let you do all the talking. Glenn and I are taking part in I'm not too sure. It's a conference envisaging the future. 2-day conference being held up in Belfast. Oh, maybe actually Kells. I think it's Kells now that I think of that. And it is to it's basically to look at the positives of unionism and hopefully provide as the organizer says, a useful strategic document that can help influence policy going forward. So there you go, Glenn. You will be able to do that there. It's about the positives of our culture and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why I'd be involved in that, for I never say anything positive whatsoever. Certainly don't deny it. Let me see. Vauxhall says that his parents are in Toronto. They came in the 50s. Oh, well, they'll get back home soon. Vauxhall was born in Canada. And no, I don't think Tim Hortons coffee. Well, Glenn drinks Tim Hortons coffee, so he's former Canadian. John Yates says, evening, people. Jackie Boy loves to see the kids walking. Eddie must be at band practice. He is. He's playing with the Super Sarah again. I don't know whether he's sniffing the gas or not, but he'll definitely be at band practice. Why do you have a band practice on Friday night? It's ridiculous. Walking at some pace there, says Glenn Ballygoney, and I thought that wasn't too bad a pace, to be honest. Diane Steele is in. You nearly forgot. How dare you, Diane? Tut, tut. And Grace Curry is late as well. My goodness. My goodness. Must be free food at this carry-on, John says. What carry-on?
The one on Wednesday you and Glenn are attending.
Oh, yeah, you're joking. Be the first.
There's one sure thing, Valerie's not making it.
Well, there's A, I'm not making it, and B, hopefully I'll get a cup of tea at the very least. A cup of tea to be Sarnie. Now, also on the night of the 20th, a band were having their 50th anniversary parade in Portadown. It was, of course, Portadown Defenders. Someone sent me a very, very long clip. It was a 2-hour, 5-minute clip. But says, take a look at the last 10 minutes because it's pure class. So I did, and I selected one of those tunes for the show this evening. So thank you for sending that to me. This is Portadown Defenders, the night of their 50th anniversary. Nice to see a video when you're at the back of the band and you can't even see where the front of the band is, isn't it? That is, of course, Portadown Defenders with the old boys band mixed in at the end of their 50th anniversary parade. I love all these old boys bands coming out, come back, and also staying back, and doing the odd parade here and then. It kind of keeps you involved from the point of view of, keeping you parading, etc., and keeping you fit. But also it's not the constant, relentless parade every week after week after week after week.
Could you imagine if they parade with a band that size every week?
Yeah, it would be. That'd be pretty
How many buses would they need to get them to parades?
That would be pretty cool, I have to say. Just a wee comment here. Trevor Ashcroft saw your comment, okay? I just want to ask you to contact a Light of Foot or someone and just talk to people. What I've done is I've hid your comment on the comments. Hid your comment in the comments. But do talk to someone, okay? Please do. Adrian says free Ballyrasheen butter at it. If it was, my man would be there like a shot because the special offer's gone now. It's back up to £4 a pound. Free travel. We have to pay for it. Let's see, who are we going? Jacqueline Robinson says that was class. Portadown, a great band with a very impressive colour party. Some battery, great night. Kathleen Wilson is watching the Clock Mills. Lovely to have you on board, Kathleen. Phillips is one of the best parades of the season. There's always a great atmosphere in the town. Darren is watching Portadown there. A wee bit small, says Robert. Just a wee bit. They could have done with a few more members there. Another quality band, says Stephen. We are blessed with some great musicians, brilliant colour party. Edward remembers watching that night. Brilliant sound, had it on the TV for a change. Tim Webb says what a night that was in the Red Army family on their 50th anniversary parade. Honour to have been a part of it. Yes, absolutely, Tim. And happy birthday. It was your birthday yesterday, am I right in saying?
No, it's his birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Is it your birthday tomorrow? Oh, well, we'll have to get you into the birthdays. Isle Boys and Defenders combined. Fantastic band. Lots of praise there. Married men bands, not old boys. Is that what it is, Walter? William Mickelhatton is watching from Antrim Area Hospital. William, I hope it's nothing serious and hopefully you will be out of there very soon. Or maybe you're working there. Maybe you're working. Marcus Burns is watching from South Wales, originally from the Fountain in Londonderry. Good to have you with us, Marcus. Be like the East Belfast Protestant boys, says Jimmy. They need a full train to get to parades. China with the usual. When's the Prod Boys on? Dear. 21st of August, we've got to now. This is the Saturday, and during the day, Cloughfern Young Conquerors held their own parade, and this is the little clip for them finishing it off. of that second tune? Because I know it, but I just can't remember the name of it. Really enjoyed that when I was watching it. Nicholas Frew is watching in sunny East Belfast. Sunny? How you working that, Nicholas? Jim Ban is also watching from Belfast. If you're watching for the first time, or if you've been watching before but never commented, just pop on hello. Tell us where you're watching from. We always love to hear from you. It's more sensible than the usual balloons and idiots who put his comments on but we love their banter. We love their banter. Robert wants to know, is that wee lad Kenzie still in the band? I don't know. Guy Wells made a comment there. Very hard year for the Pride of Ardoyne on the loss of a lifetime member who will be missed by all. It's been a really, really tough week on the unionist community this week. There's been quite a few bereavements suddenly, and so I'm thinking here in particular of Alvin Nelson, whose wife Karen passed away suddenly this week. Also in Garva there, Brian or Barney Smith has passed away, and Glenn, you had another, or Glenn, Roy, you had another one. It's Gary Mears. Gareth Mears, who passed away, and our thoughts are with all of the family, and it's yeah, it's a really tough time, and it's funny how it affects you. I have to say, hearing about Alvin's wife really did knock me for six. And our thoughts are with all of the bereaved. Now, on the 21st, and the same day as Clough-Fern Young Conquerors had their parade, Brannon Loyal also a parade. Now, I couldn't find any clips from their parade, but what I did find was a clip from them at East Belfast Protestant Boys. The question probably is, will we manage to cover enough to get to East Belfast Protestant Boys this evening, or will they have to wait till next week? Only one way to find out. Stay with us. Chris or Lisa, whoever was recording that there, managed it perfectly, because the band blew up the tune and stopped the tune just literally right that corner, which was perfect ending for the clip. Let's see, we'll get a look through more of the comments here. Scott Clark's with us this evening. Scott, lovely to have you. I know you suffered a bereavement there last week. We definitely missed you on the show. Hopefully thoughts are with you and all the family. And quite a few of you there expressing condolences, and it's I always love, I'm always really touched by the way our community comes together when there's things like this happening, when there's a need for collection for charity, for any of the band members, families, or stuff like that, there, or when indeed there is sad bereavements. And it's I think it's a testament to the community that we have within the band scene, how they do stick together and support each other. Let's see. The Holy Ground, Ken Stewart said, is what you call that tune. Is that the name of it? I cannot think where I've heard that from, but I know that tune. I know that tune. Trying to think where I've heard it played before, but definitely not. Karen Witherrow is watching from Ballymena. Lovely to have you. Grace Curry is watching. Lorraine Addison is watching in the Fountain Londonderry. Brian Blair is in the tune. Brian, make sure you stay tuned. Kenneth Hamilton is in Londonderry. Diane wants to know, to get a colour in your hair. It's lovely. No, Diane, I didn't. And flattery will not get you out of the black book. I'm sorry to have to tell you. No, I've had nothing done to my hair.
I actually said to Valerie, your hair looked lovely, and she didn't believe me. And I'm just so glad that somebody else, and a female at that,
I've had nothing done to it. It's so water at some point this week, but I've had nothing done to it. But I don't trust any of you lot. You know, I'm so used to getting abuse that if there's something nice said, I'm waiting for the other boot to fall. That's what it is. Let's see now. Lorraine is watching from Londonderry. Alan Finlay says, I'm trying to be good this week. Stop leaving me lines like this to respond to. Hi, you. Jackie Boyle wants to know who's putting up the angry faces. Oh, heaven knows. Jackie, it's maybe somebody said that they like the accordions, so therefore there's an angry face going on there. Ivan Dobbin is watching from the Ibrox bar in Turkey. Oh, nice for some. Are you on holiday or living there? Ian Henry says in Corby Community Hospital, Corby, online. Ian, hopefully it's a short visit and that it's nothing serious and that you're out soon. Linda Deegan is watching in Carrickfergus. Sylvia Footed is watching from Nottinghamshire. Coleraine Girl originally, lovely. Ivan Webb wants to wish Tim a happy birthday for tomorrow. Have it in the birthday book. Remember, if you have anybody whose birthday just passed this week or in the week to come, tonight's the only night we can get it in, so definitely let us know. Alex Hutton says we are all one family. We totally are, and it's at the times when the chips are down that you really, really see it. I have to admit, I noticed how the community stuck together during COVID, particularly in those first early months. Our community were the most dedicated and committed in terms of helping the community, regardless of religion, belief, sectarian creed, one thing or another. No other community groups helped in the way that the bands and the Orange Orders did, and the Loyal Orders, not just Orange Order, the Loyal Orders. It just, you know, and it never gets the recognition it deserves. That pisses me off.
Exactly. I'm talking about bands and helping out in the community and everything else. I even just mentioned it there. In February, Weber's Wheels Part 2 is taking place. And all the proceeds this time are going to two great charities, Light of Foot and the Northern Ireland Air Ambulance. And if any band out there is wishing to take part, if they contact Tim or Ivan, there's not very many slots left now. It's filling up very quickly. So make sure you get in there. It's going to be another cracking night.
Absolutely. You'll be down taking photos and video, Roy?
I will be. I think Glenn and I is going to try and do a live stream from it. So in between bands, things like that, maybe try and get somebody in for an interview, sort of Made to Parade type podcast type thing with them, only live. So the whole night will be streamed live, because I know there's a lot of ones in Scotland, with Tim going to all the Rangers games and everything else. He's got a big fan base in Scotland, so we have to sort of try and cater for them. And we're also going to try and set up a live either Just Giving or GoFundMe page if anybody wants to donate then while the live stream's on and everything else, and all the proceeds then say going to Light of Foot and Northern Ireland Air Ambulance.
Two excellent charities. Stevie Charles says good Chinese and great viewing tonight with Uncle Sam and Buster in Dungannon. Glenn Miller says said it right at the start of the show but completely ignored. I'll not mention it again. There's so many comments, Glenn. And apart from anything else, anything positive coming from you, I'm usually waiting for the kicker. I'm usually waiting for that, sting in the tail. Adrian, she just watched. Actually, Adrian, you're right. I literally did just watch it. Like, that's all that happened. William Fenton is watching. Good evening, William. Adrian Irvine, got to be a record, 45 minutes, and no mention of anyone going in the Black Book. They've been very, very good tonight, Andrew. You have to admit, you are totally right.
And I've just seen Jimmy's just reminded me, but the Rascal Band, there's a member's mum or something like that, and due to circumstances was left without a lot of goods in the house and everything else, and the band just clubbed together like that to help out, and the whole community in Rascal as well and surrounding areas, and got the lady everything that she needs.
Hey, we are some pups. We really are. We just do not give ourselves enough credit for it. Ainsley wants to know, Valerie, could you wish our brother Hugh Beaton a very happy birthday? And that extends from the whole regimental band, UVF 69. Penny wants to know, Valerie, could you give a shout out to Alison, please? She listens every week. Hiya, Alison. Lovely to have you with us. Just keep watching. Keep watching. Mark Davidson says he's in Nottingham. His mum is originally from Clough-Mills. William Walmot says, watching from Scotland. How's you, Valerie? William, lovely to talk to you again. I met you on Black Saturday in Ballymena, or Ballymoney, I think, if I'm thinking of the right person. Rob Spears says, what about a bit of Downshire Guiding Star? Well, what we're doing, Rob, is we are covering all of the parades that happened since we last were with you here. So we're on the 21st of August. And also on the same night as Branwell and Cloughfern, Armagh True Blues had their parade down in Armagh. And this is a clip of them from the night. Lovely to see that crowd of young kids at the front of the band there. Absolutely brilliant. And another really large band, which is great to see. Sylvia, her husband's got COVID at the minute, got diagnosed on Tuesday. Yeah, there's still a lot of it going about. There is. Jensen and Gillian will be at the Weber's Wheels, which you can see the advert for on, Roy has it on the side there. China says, just remind people that the Union Jack shop accepts a £100 card. Give your mate a turn, he says. There are other unionist loyalist shops available, but China has also mentioned this. I haven't applied for mine yet. Have you all applied for yours?
Mine's applied for and spent.
Seriously?
Seriously. Both Michelle and I have got ours and they're spent. So... I disagree with it because we're going to have to pay it back in taxes or something eventually. Yeah,
but then as my mum said, you might as well get it. Everybody else is going to ticket, so you're going to be paying back for theirs anyway. So you might as well take it yourself.
Exactly.
And I know
but as long as it is spent, we made sure we spent ours in a shop that was closed because of lockdowns. I don't agree with people. I know some people are going to need it to maybe go to Tesco's and do their shopping and weekly shop and everything else, but to me, it should be spent in shops that were had to close during lockdown and everything else when they had lost out the money and everything else. That's what it was designed for. So Michelle and I did. Like mum and dad, they're going to the butcher.
I know, and you've only got a certain length of time to apply for it, haven't you? So I need to get my finger out.
You need to get your finger out this week, and you've only got a certain length of time to spend. It has to be spent by the end of November.
Ooh.
Because they didn't want it impacting the shops. Christmas.
Trust me, spending money is not something I ever have a problem with.
I know, Valerie.
So I do all my shopping online, so I'm actually going to have to venture down a street somewhere to spend this. Dear.
Well,
right.
Union Jack shop's not local to me.
Steve McKinney says it's brilliant to have the show back on again. It really was missed. To be honest, I'm in two minds about keeping it going, Stephen, and that's being honest. But for now, we're still here. Gillian Douglas says, give an update in the chat because a lot of you gave to the boy and to the D. The four boys lifted just shy of £5,000. So Cancer Fund for Children and Jensen's beloved Action Deaf Youth both received under £2,500 each. That was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Jimmy says, no Liverpool tops tonight. So that means no black book. Tonight's it's a psalm top tonight. Joy Collins says Glenn was keeping in the good books. That's what it was, but still not getting him out. It's not getting him out of the black book. Well done, says William Burnett. Glenn Miller says, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's just I'm so used to abuse. That's what it is. Lisa says a band that is really going in size over the lockdown is Armagh True Blues. Absolutely brilliant. Contest to count the band pullers. Oh, that reminds me, we do have a quiz this evening. We'll do the quiz at 9 o'clock. Let's see. Brilliant bands on tonight. Say happy second anniversary to Dolores tonight, says Darren Runnett. Happy anniversary to you both. Glenn says you got it, can't use it even though it's activated. Glenn says, just hear a bird from Coleraine that was turning down £300. Got mine and spent in local independent shops. Good. Fridge full of butter. China says, I'll not use the exact wording that China says, but he says, if we don't apply, other people will. Applied for, emailed, was okay. Still no card. Here, Roy. Spending mine in Buckfast at Scott Clark. Rebecca's brother got hers today, watching from Liverpool. Good evening, all. Sorry, I'm late, says John Hewitt. John, not like it. And you've only got one night in the weekend
100 lines, Mr. Hewitt. 100 lines.
Captain says, please keep the show on. Roy has got a nice... What is your top? Oh, it's a Miller Memorial top. Now I know why Stephen Feely's saying nice top.
And Stephen.
Let's moving swiftly on. We're staying on the 21st of August. One of my favourite bands. Jimmy has given his answers to the quiz already. Where's Penny? Penny, where's your answers to the quiz? You weren't first in tonight. One of my favourite Blood and Thunder bands, without a doubt. Now, this clip, I struggled to find a good clip from their parade this year. Loads of brilliant clips from other years. This is a really good clip for the audio sound that you're getting. However, it's kind of limited in what you see of the band, but this is Drumragh Young Defenders finishing their own parade off at the Northern Star. superb there. 3 different tempos throughout the tune. Extremely well done from the Hegels there. Thankfully, you can't see it, but I'm halfway down the side of the band, going live for all of you. So you were watching that from the middle of the band. Let's see. Unique playing style. Simply the best. A brilliant marching and playing band. The uniforms look brilliant quality. We at the parade, they were class. Another band that's miles ahead of marching music and unrecognised for talent due to the so-called big hitters. Totally right, Jason. They do not get, though. Thankfully, they are starting to get a wee bit of credit now for the good they are. I like to think we had something to do with it here in Virtual Band Praise. We have introduced you to so many of you who you haven't seen them before. So, you know, like, no, they are a fantastic band. Now, my young bad lad, Alan Finney says, that was a great night. My young lad brought his own burger. Never done that before. Hey, never bought me a burger. That's for sure. That was my first night where I managed to complete a full lap of Ballymaconnelly. Oh, such a great night. Now, where are we going to next? It's 9 o'clock. So we're going to play we'll play 2 more tunes and then we'll do the birthdays and then we'll go into the quiz. Lisa has a quiz done for us tonight. Am I right in saying it's County Down, Blood and Thunder, Lisa? I think I am, but we'll know. We'll know when she corrects me on the comments. So we're going to stay on the 21st. And we're going to Scotland this time. It is Camlaght Loyal Star. This was their anniversary parade. And here's a clip from them of that event. Make sure and get your birthdays into me during these 2 clips. This is Camlaght Loyal Star. Based on the comments there, new uniform for Camlaght. It's playing very well there. Playing really good. There was there's a birthday there. China had said about the country turnips. The country turnips need it's an hour up the road for us, boys. Like, content yourself. Content yourself. Looking well, lots of positive comments there. Annabelle Kinnear says she's in the Mem Hall today. Nosy East Belfast CDs in it, Muller Memorial and Gert ones. Ballymaconnelly will be getting a mouthful the next time China sees him. Gillian says she's technically a country turnip, seeing she was brought up in Donaghadee or Dunlow, Munster. As he likes
It's probably meant to be a dulse Munster.
A what? A
Dulce?
dulce? Oh, dulce Munster. I love dulce. I love dulce. China has nobody has to worry about China and the money because he keeps it all below his mattress, and that's why his toes touch the ceiling. China has some Ballymaconnelly bar made on 10 o'clock. Right, keep the birthdays coming in. We're going to do the birthdays after this final tune. So on the 21st of August in Ballymena, we held a 100th anniversary for Northern Ireland centenary period. And it was in the format of a banner parade, and it was lovely to see all the orders coming together: the black, the orange, the apprentice boys, the ladies, the juniors, the whole lot of them, and lots of bands who weren't there also sent their banners, which was really, really nice as well, or the bannerettes. So this is a small clip from the Ballymena NI 100 banner parade, 21st of August, as I said, and it meant that I actually was able to pick something other than Blood and Thunder, which was such a relief at this point in the night. This is, and I just loved them on the day, this is Newtonard's CLB flute band. Absolutely brilliant. Superb, absolutely superb. Somebody tell me the name of that tune. I can remember an accordion band playing it. I'm trying to remember who it was now. I have a brilliant memory for tunes, but the names of them I'm not so good with. Ken, what's the name of that tune? Ken, tell me the name of that tune. He says, it's not an easy mark. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That was her lyre, not a house key, Glenn. That was the lyre hanging down. Herbie Cranston is watching in Anglesey. Lovely to have you on board. Portrush. So quite a few of you saying about how good a day it was out. Big well done to the organisers if you know any of them. It was a really, really good day. I'll be honest, there could have been more banners. There absolutely could, because we have more. And there definitely could have been more representation by the ladies' lodges. I was a bit disappointed there, but what can you do? I'm always saying about the fact that we're not there to make the tea. We are equal to the men in every way. And what better opportunity to display that than an event like that there. But there was a few ladies' lodges there, and thank them for turning up. But there could have been more. And there could have been more of the black as well. But anyway, quite a few were there. Ainsley says, Ainsley, lovely to see you on. Hopefully you were here whenever we were praising your piccolo playing earlier. Denise says she wasn't going to tell you because she didn't want to make your head big. Bally were really good that day, he says. Followed the route with them. They were. Listen, I couldn't have faulted any of the bands on the parade. I got to hear them all at the end, and everyone was handing out the certificates, and there was some cracking bands there. Some absolutely brilliant bands. Now, birthdays. We're at the birthdays. So, only a few this evening. If you have any birthdays, get them in quick. Stick to making tea, says China. China, you're for a kick in the heels next time I see you. Annabelle Kinnear, it is your birthday today. Happy birthday from all of the VPP family. I hope you had a wonderful day. Tim Webb, your birthday is tomorrow, again, from all of us here. Have a happy birthday. I saw you're even getting birthday congratulations from Rangers players or former Rangers players. You're some pup, so you are. Oliver Ward is 12 tomorrow. Happy birthday to you, Oliver. And that comes from Rob Spears. And Stephen McKinney sends congratulations to his son, Ricky, whose birthday was on Tuesday past there. So, excellent. Pointless, Keith. What was the name of the tune? Jim Verner just missed that last parade. That was the 100th centenary, or this NI centenary banner parade in Ballymena. Now, disappointed not many from Toronto. It was good to see the lodge from Republican stronghold of Cull Island, and yes, there was lodges from Donegal there as well, which was brilliant to see. Really, really good. Now we've done the birthdays. It's time for the quiz. So you missed it the last couple of weeks.
Before that, we have to still play the birthday tune. And can I also say happy birthday to Jolene Bunting? It's her birthday tomorrow. So
I was trying to.
You were trying to do the Three Muskehounds out of their spotlight, weren't you?
Their glory.
You were just trying to pass over it. It's all right, chaps. I'll make sure I keep it right and get you playing. Don't worry.
Sorry.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the Forum. Happy birthday to you.
China says I'm off the Christmas list. I doubt I was ever on it. Alan Finley says the Muskehounds are off the road now. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot them. I just assumed we played them. I was moving on to the next thing. I'd moved on. I next stepped. Yes, quiz now. Get me out of this hole. Quiz. County Down, Blood and Thunder.
In 2 seconds. I'm having problems getting it loaded here, so keep talking.
I'll keep talking. I don't know how I'm going to manage to do that. What am I going to say? Me playing an airbox. Happy birthday everyone from Glasgow, Joy. So lots of birthday wishes coming in. Jonathan wants to know where Crawford is tonight. Crawford is sleeping on the sofa, fast asleep. God love him. And we don't. Put yourself in the black book, Valerie. No, I can't go in the black book. How can I put other people in the black book if I'm in the black book? That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. So we're going to carry on this evening once Roy's got our quiz up and running. Do you want to play a tune and then try loading it while we're playing a tune, Roy? All right, okay. So just talk among yourselves. We left it would be some crack getting put off the road. Yes, that is. I can't believe that I missed them. Musca Hounds. We need a new one. We need a new one for this season. We absolutely do. We need to get a new recording done. I know Stephen says, "How could I?" The Hounds are opening up for Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran is opening up for the Musca Hounds, is what you mean, Robert. That's exactly what it is. How could I ever forget the Musca Hounds, Auntie Val? Where does the Auntie Val's bound to run its course by now, isn't it? Bound to have stuck for words. More chance for did never getting put out of their house. Oh, dear. Did anybody tell me the name of that tune at Londonderry CLB were playing? I don't remember seeing anybody doing it. There definitely, Ken Stewart, there definitely was an accordion band played at a contest. I think it might have been Miller's Hill, or in fact, I'm almost sure it was Miller Hill. I'll have to go back and look. Police are watching my shop, flashing lights above the shop. What have you been at, China? And Neil Glass says he'll watch when we get home. We can't hear it in the bar. Right, we will try. We'll go on to another tune, Roy, and try the quiz. Okay, well, just let's go to the next tune. I can fill the silence. It'll be difficult, but I'll do my best. Miller's Hill. Miller's Hill was an accordion band. It absolutely was, wasn't it? Aye, it was. Miller's Hill accordion. Yes, absolutely was. Definitely was. Neil is in the bar. Tut, Neil. So was it? Was it Ballykegel? I don't think it was Ballykegel, Ken. Miller's Hill aren't on the road. Oh, maybe they are. No, I can't say that. Don't be saying things like that, Valerie, because they might still be. Just because I haven't seen them recently doesn't mean to say they're not still going. Peace and plenty. Is that what it's called, Richard? Peace and plenty. I'm trying to think. Gillian or Penny Coogan played Peace and Plenty, did they not? Okay, so we're good. We're good to go. So we're back to the clips. Quiz. Oh, we're working now. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Quiz. So China says even the Gert will do. Mo says Miller's Hill are off the road and from Charlie Mount outside the Moy. Yes, I knew they were from that direction. It's just I'm very wary now of saying bands are with us or not with us any longer. Ballykegel is a real accordion band. They said. Penny says no cooking. Peace and something. They definitely did. It was on one of the tapes. I'll have to look that up. They're peace and something or something. Now I'm starting to get confused. Right, let's go to the quiz. Get me confused even more. So if you don't remember how we did it last year, what we do is we play you the audio of a flute band. And tonight it is only Blood and Thunder from County Down. And on the screen, we will give you, I can't remember, it's 4 or 5 options. We will give you a few options, 5 options. And it is 4. It is one of those bands. Okay. So let's go with clip. So when you think you know what band it is, put the number and the letter. So clip 1, band ABCD or whatever it is. And then we'll see who gets the most. We yeah, let's go. Let's wave it. Four choices there. A, North Down First Flute. B, Black Skull Orange and Blue. C, Robert Graham Memorial. And D was Ballygoney True Blues, I think. It's disappeared off the screen. So put your number in. That was tune 1. And then give us your letter of the band that you think was playing there. Right, on to tune 2. Four options again. Clocker Protestant Boys was A, B, Crossgar Young Defenders, C, Donaghadee Flutes and Drums, and D, Crimson Star. So put in your comments 2 and then the letter of which band you think it was. Here's clip number 3. Four bands again for clip number 3. Your choices were South Down Defenders, Downshire Guiding Star, Red Hand Defenders Portadown, or Bangor Protestant Boys. So remember to put in 3 and then the letter that you think it was. Make sure you keep a wee note of your own choices, because when I give out the answers, so that you know, because there's too many comments for me to watch. Here is clip number 4. Four choices there for clip number 4. Band A, Pride of the Hill, Rathfriland. B, Loyal Sons of Benna. C, Newtownards Protestant Boys. And D is North Down Defenders. So put in your 4 and then your letter. Last clip, number 5, coming up. four options again. A was Canallan. While I'm reading these out, Lisa, can you tell me the names in there? You've given me the answers, but you've just given me the letter. Tell me the name of the band and the answer. So your four choices there for that last clip. A was Canallan. B, Ballymaconnelly Protestant Boys. C, Gold Springs. D, William Savage Memorial. So while Lisa is sending me the full name, band, and the answers, let me know, get all your comments in there for band number 5. All sound the same, to be honest. Glenn, I think that'd be all Blood and Thunder bands. And no, accordion bands are not the same. So I've got the answers. Will we do a tune while we're waiting on the answers? Yes, let's do that. 27th of August we have got to now. And up next from that day was Finaghy True Blues. They had the parade that day. And here is a little clip of them from the event. Can't get the staff these days. Cannot get the staff.
Well, I was ready, all set to replay the band tunes over again. So where are we?
Oh, we haven't time to replay them, like.
Yeah, who are we up to?
We are doing Finaghy True Blues now. All you have to do is press away the buttons there.
I know. Ah, dear, dear, dear.
Okay, so got the full quiz answers now. Thank you, Lisa. So, clip number 1. If you put down answer A, North Down First Flute Band, give yourself a point. Now, we're depending on your honesty here. We're not keeping the counts, but we'll maybe be a CD in it for you if you get all 5 right. But Lisa will check. Just
And
to
then
be
you'll
sure.
get a CD in 2022.
You might get the CD for Christmas. Maybe. Not sure.
No
Not
chance.
counting it.
No chance.
If you said band C for clip number 2, that was Donaghadee, then give yourself a point. Clip number 3, if you said D, it was Bangor Protestant Boys, give yourself another point. And then clip 4, the answer was A, Pride of the Hill. That would be 4 points out of 5. And then the final one was Ballygoney Protestant Boys, option B. So the answers were 1A, 2C, 3D, 4A, and 5B. That's 1A, 2C, 3D, 4A, and 5B.
And then the sports update for tonight: Ulster won 26-10.
Oh dear. So yes, let us know how you did in the comments. Pennies in a roll. How many did you get, Penny? 4 out of 5. And you put your answers in before the clips were even played. I think that's so funny. Right, we're oh my goodness. 3 out of 5 for Lindy. Lindsay Dunbar got 5 out of 5. Lisa will check the answers there just to make sure. Lindsay, not that we don't trust you, but we don't trust you. It's not that great a CD, trust me. Jordan Winton got 2. Edward Fells says nothing changes, 1. Roy Fisher, hi Roy, didn't know you were on. He says he's got 1, nothing changes there. He sucks. He says Jimmy Graham got 4. Well done. Davy Logan 2 out of 5. Glenn Miller 3 out of 5. Let's see. Billy McDonald, think I got 1, better than usual. Robert Goldsmith got 1. Lorraine Flett got 3. Rebecca Marks got 3. Raymond Yule 2. Craig Curry got 3 out of 5, and he was guessing. Mystic Pen strikes again. Instead of Mystic Meg. Walter Lyon, 3 out of 5, 3 times more than usual. Keith McNanny, 2 out of 5. Rebecca Gardner, 1 out of 5. She says at least we got our home band from Rutherford Island. Correct. Gillian can't remember. She's in Bottle of Red number 2. I like your style. Philip says 1 out of 5. He's away for another beer. Grace Curry's 1 out of 5, as is Diane Steele. JD is no comment. I absolutely couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it because they all sound the same to me. So on the 27th of August, moving swiftly on because we've a load of bands still to get through, is Kells Sons of William held their parade. Couldn't find a clip for them, so this is just a short clip of them.
I think somebody went live at that band parade.
Yeah, I did.
Kells Sons of William parade.
No, I went live. Oh no, I went live at Macará.
I went live at Kells Sons of William parade.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh well. It wasn't on YouTube.
No, it's on Facebook.
I was only looking for YouTube. So this is a clip of Kells Sons of William at Macará Sons of William Parade in 2021. Kells, sons of William there, who held their parade on the 27th of August. Also holding the parade on the 27th of August were South Down Defenders. Did manage to get a clip of them at their own parade, and here it is.
Took them too much juice.
Seeing South Down Defenders in just the white shirts without the tunics and that there. I kept looking at them going, is that definitely them? But yeah, it was them. So on the same night. Sorry?
Did you think it was Ballyrasheen?
No. Nowhere near as good as Ballyrasheen. On the same night, the Imperial Grand Black chapters were finishing off their centennial circuit, as they called it, where I think they did a sponsored walk basically from one place to another. Can't remember exactly where. They didn't take part in the banner parade, I know that much, or not very many of them did. They could have done that as part of their route. They could have done it. They could. Yes, I was very, very annoyed.
Well, it was way out the outskirts. It didn't come anywhere. It didn't come in inland to Ballymena. It didn't even come to Ballymena at all.
I don't know. It was definitely something. Maybe it was Bawn to Belfast. I don't know. I can't remember. I read it somewhere. It's too late. I'm too
up
tired.
The outskirts. I think it went up sort of the west coast.
No idea.
West
I
side.
did a full day of work the day. I don't know. But the good thing about it was it meant that I was able to choose a brass band or a silver band. You'll notice there's been no accordions yet. How terrible is it? The gin is not helping, but this at least alleviated the pain for a little while. This is Hamilton's Bawn Silver. was asked about Crawford earlier. This is my wee man. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look. This is him. He's getting big. He's just a wee darling. Aren't you, sweetie? You're just a wee darling. Oh, he's my wee dote. Be lost without him. There we go. You can't see his eyelashes in the dark. So, was there any parades on Black Saturday? I don't know if there's any parades. Maybe there was one. Would there have been one? I think there was maybe one in East Belfast. It was, of course.
Is it some wee band, isn't it?
Aye, some wee band. East Belfast Protestant boys held their parade on the 28th in the evening. They purposely kept it a small event because obviously the Black Saturday was on during the day, so it was mainly for the bands who didn't. And to be honest, I didn't see anything wrong with that. And this, I couldn't find a clip of them from their own parade, or the ones that I did find. A lot of them were quite dark, because now that we're getting into the darker nights, it's kind of getting harder to find good clips. So this is them from the Brian Robinson parade the week after their own parade. Now, I actually picked the sash, and I have to say, you know my thoughts on sash. I'm not a fan at all, but I really enjoyed this arrangement on the sash for two reasons. First of all, it showed a little bit of creativity on somebody's behalf. It sounds really, really well. And secondly, it stops the drunken dolls at the side of the road singing along, because I don't think half of them would recognise it. Well done, China and East Belfast Protestant boys, on this version of the sash. Bangers and mash, Cockney rhyme slang, sash. Can you just not hear the sash and Derry's Wall through that? Seriously?
Yes, can.
Oh, the Greengrassy Slopes of the Boy, apologies. It's the sash and Greengrassy Slopes. Scott says there's two notes in the first, and then the tune that's like the sash. Bollocks! Oh, I really enjoyed it for the reason that it's not recognizable. So that will keep China happy for the rest of the evening. 31st of August, which would have been, so the 28th was a Saturday, Wednesday night? Would it have been a Wednesday night? must have been. Curly Orange Defenders held their annual parade, and this is them finishing the night off. Somebody's slagging there about China, about his red face. Don't worry, China. Only us good people, the real musicians, get red in the face when we're playing. Ballymaconnelly also do my neck of the woods last week. We had cottage in Lochan. Really enjoyed it. Lochan's just literally that road. That road in any direction. Lisa says that is her favourite version of the sash. Yes, I now. If I have to listen to the sash, that's the one I would want to listen to. That or Deloise, one of the two. Now, still with the Blood and Thunder, we're going to North Fermanagh for North Fermanagh Young Defenders, who held their parade on the 3rd of September. As you can see from these clips, it's starting to get to the dark nights. It's starting to get harder for the guys who are doing the video, but they still do a fantastic job. And this is North Fermanagh Young Defenders at their own parade. Sorry, I am just adding a few names here to the Black Book. Those of you that laughed at Glenn's comments about the whole band being put through first aid training. So let's just see.
That's another Eddie, from me again. Then about 4 times per week.
You're already in it. Eddie Linus, you're a new addition. Stephen Faley, you're a new addition. Scott Clark was already in it. Glenn Miller was already in it. Annabelle Kinnear. After me wishing you happy birthday today.
Welcome Annabelle, and welcome all the new members to the Black Book. Just remember, we have vodka, cookies, and as soon as we get Leah into the chat, we'll have
Leah's
cupcakes too.
She's not going to join.
Leah will be joining the Black Book.
All right, the non-Black Bookers of gin. We're good. So yes, and Penny, thank you for pointing that out. I did see it. Now you can understand why I was waiting for the insult with the comment about the hair. I was just waiting for it. I have managed 3 different routes. Now, I managed East Belfast for the Ravens Parade. I managed Ballymoney for the Hegels Parade and Black Saturday. And I managed Coleraine for the Freeman's Parade. I am doing well. I'm all chuffed. Let's see. What did I do? Davy Logan, were you laughing too? Have I missed your name? 12 now. Oh God, there's going to have to be a few more names put in here. While I'm adding more names in, let's have a look at the next parade, Bangor Protestant Boys, on the 3rd of September. And this is them at, well, I couldn't find a clip of them at their own parade, but this is a clip of them from Rathcoole. Actually not in the black book, just checking here. So those new additions were Davy Logan, Adrian McAvena, Andrew Irvine, Stephen Hamilton, Mark Beacom, Annabelle Kinnear, Stephen Feely, and Eddie Linus. So there's, oh no, China, you are in the black book. Sorry, I had you down as John Keenan. Sorry, you are in the black book. Laughing at things like that there. Laughing. Now, so Hammy says, it's my birthday too, so I had to join an Annabelle in the black book. Couldn't let my birthday buddy go to jail alone. Why didn't you tell us it was your birthday? We would include it in your birthday list. Now, let's go to Carrickfergus, because also on the 3rd of August, Ulster Grenadiers had their 25th anniversary parade. And here's a clip of them from that evening. I misspoke. I know it doesn't happen very often, but I did make a mistake. Eddie Tourney is in the black book. He was the first of the Muskehounds to get it. So the full quota of Muskehounds are in the black book, along with the usual suspects. Now, on the 3rd of September, there was a memorial parade for the Four-Step Volunteers, and playing at that was Shankill Star. Here's a clip of them. We Garth Brooks number there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Now, on the 4th of September, we've only got 3 minutes to get through 5 bands. I don't think that's going to be possible. On the 4th of September, there was another parade in the Shankill. This was the volunteer Brian Robinson Memorial. And a lot of bands were taking part in it, one of which, another one of my favourite bands. I know there's a few. There is a few. But love listening to this band. They're a bit like the Regimental, and they never seem to have an off day. There is never a mistake to be heard. This is Greengar's Thistle. actually had another clip picked out for the Brian Robinson, but then I came across that and I just had to have it. Superb.
That's the
Absolutely.
fourth time I've seen myself tonight.
The what?
That's the fourth time I've seen myself tonight.
You would sit in the house for a change.
Me? No.
Running around looking for cameras to stand in front of. My goodness.
Of course,
Right.
I know they're going to be played on here, so I'll just get myself on here.
Also on the 4th, so that evening, Bracky Flute Band held their parade, and this is a clip of them from that evening. Stop the bus, I want a wee wee. Now, the next parade was the Thomas MacDonald Memorial Parade in Belfast, but I couldn't find, or we couldn't find any clips for it. But what we did realise was we had missed a band away back in April, May, 20th of May, same night as Pride of the Bands, and we had missed an accordion band. So I was like, please, 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 Lisa, put it in, because I need some sort of break from these Blood and Thunder. So here is Mullabarak Accordion.
Sorry, computer says no.
Our computer says no ye. my heavens, I cannot wait until we get back to the normal setup when I can get my quota of accordion bands. Absolutely. Oh, Muriel, if you're watching, Mum, get me some more of those marzipan things tomorrow. I've just started into the last packet now. Right. So, 4th of September, which I thought was brilliant to see.
Shouldn't talk with your mouth full, miss.
Portadown, what I'm actually eating is marzipan potatoes.
Disgusting.
Absolutely
vile.
They are literally just balls of marzipan.
That's vile. Marzipan's vile stuff. It should be banned.
Marzipan's gorgeous.
But mind you, as much as I hate marzipan, I'd probably have that over accordions.
Gin is not helping me cope with these blood and thunders. Thought it was brilliant that Portadown Old Boys had a charity parade for cancer research in September. Absolutely brilliant. Great to see another charity parade for cancer about the country and further down the country. Hopefully it'll get a lot of support if it's a regular thing, because we have the ones down here, but is there any others further down the country? I don't know. This is them at their charity parade. Are you in the ranks, Mr. Torney? Were you in the ranks there? He says it's his retirement band. Let me just, there's a comment come through there. In among all the abuse for accordions, can I just say, folks, don't worry, the accordions will be back in greater numbers as soon as I can get them. Avril Ballantyne, you were talking about Roy being in your pictures. It's a deliberate tactic. He does it to you, to Michelle McDonald, to Loyalist Photography, to anyone who's taking pictures. It's a sabotage because he is purposely stopping you from getting a good picture. It's a strategic move.
As I said to Avril,
it's not an accident. It's not an accident.
I parked myself up at one point and I stay there and take the pictures. Other ones go walking about. They just like taking pictures of me. They just.
You told me this. Don't deny it. Don't deny it. He's told me this, Avril. It's a purpose strategy so that his photographs are better than everybody else's. That's what he does. I'm telling you. Look at the face. Look at the face. I'm joking, of course. I just like winding him. So we are going to finish. This is the clip that I originally had picked for the Brian Robinson. And then I found, as I say, the Gringars one, and I wanted it instead. So I thought, this is still a good one. We haven't featured this band at any stage on the VBP. So I thought, good clip, good time to do it. This is the Loyal Flute Band. First year in the road, am I right in saying? I think, were they formed last year, but did they get parading much at all? Maybe it's the second year. I don't know. This is them at the Brian Robinson Parade. It's our last clip of the evening, folks. I'm going to go and finish my marzipan. Scott, you got them in littles, bags and littles. Roy is professional. He even gets the thumbs up and parade from Jensen. I get Jensen's autograph. Let's see. Just checking the comments in case I've missed anything. Carl Porter, that's you in. You were very quiet tonight. Very quiet. Yes, so we will be back again next Friday night. So keep an eye tomorrow night for a new video. It should be good up. So far we have done Belfast 1988. We have done Glasgow 2005, I think. I haven't decided yet what we're going to do tomorrow night, but it'll be as much
Were any of the killed contingent in tonight?
Joy?
Was Joy in? Oh, she wasn't at the start.
Joy was in.
No, Josh.
Josh had sent his apologies in advance.
Getting apologies now.
Yes. It was actually to Auntie Val and Mr. McPeak. You got a Mr. McPeak. Huh. So this is our last tune for this evening. Make sure you keep a wee eye for whatever video I decide to post for tomorrow night. It will definitely be one you haven't seen before. And here is our last clip of the night. We will see you all next Friday night. Stay safe. Have fun, whatever you're doing, and keep the foots to the myth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
It was when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery's too late, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and seal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay? Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a fou de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you get charge into your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass, There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.